everybody, welcome to Dream Huge Live, folks. Pete Peterson here with Dream Huge Realty, and my man
Justin Bigelow.
And we have special guests today, Nikki Lewis and Madison running from YEA Richland, Young Entrepreneur Academy. So thank you for joining us, guys. We are super excited today. Hey, we don't always talk real estate. We love talking with local movers and shakers, influencers, other huge dreamers in the community. And you know, Richland, yeah, it just epitomizes that, right?
Yeah.
I love it. So thank you for coming, guys. So how we doing today, girls?
We're great.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative to be here today. Thanks for letting us talk about the Young Entrepreneurs Academy.
Yes, absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yes, I will
Or
gladly.
lots?
I can tell you. So the Young Entrepreneurs Academy is actually a national program. So it started in 2004 in Rochester, New York. It was just one woman who wanted to showcase entrepreneurship to young students. And then in 2009, she made it a national program. So we are located in over 100 communities across the United States, China, and India.
Wow.
Yep, it has gone global.
Wow.
And it is a program that runs about 7 months. It is for middle school and high school kids. So think 11 through 19-year-olds that come together for 7 months. We meet once a week, and they develop businesses. So not like business ideas or faux businesses. They develop real businesses.
Wow.
So
amazing.
they take them from idea to creating a real business plan to launching their businesses, and in the middle they do a great thing called the investor panel presentation. So think Shark Tank, where they pitch their businesses to a panel of local investors for startup funding.
Wow.
It is so amazing. You know, my number one first question is, why is this not integrated into every public school?
Well, I know that there are a
Right?
lot of plans
Yeah.
with the Ohio Department of Education to really talk about entrepreneurship more, but it's a big, heavy topic, and I know not every school is prepared to talk about it. So
Sure.
that's why we're here. I'm here to help it. It's an after-school program.
Yes,
They just dedicate 1 day a week to me.
Gotcha. So it's almost, it's too much for a school subject maybe? Or for like a 30-minute school subject?
It might be too much for 30 minutes. I don't know
Yeah.
for sure. I'm not an
That makes
educator, so
sense.
I don't want to put this on any teachers
Sure,
out there.
no, and we're not saying that. We're not saying one or the other. I'm just saying if we could make it fit into the school system, I would love to see that.
It would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I know that there are some schools that do have an entrepreneurship, maybe a topic that they hit throughout the school year. Some might be a little bit more heavy. I know that some of the private schools do some big things with it. I'm sure Madison talks about it all the time at her school or in her home too. And I know Ontario has an entrepreneurship class too. So it's getting there.
Yeah. Well, it's super cool. And Madison and I'm friends with your parents, Brian and Kim, so I'm sure they have something to do with it a little bit. But what an amazing family right here. So let's talk about Madison and tell us about your product.
My product is called Cool Rim. It's a silicone liner in the shape of a ring that you put on the rim of your pot. So when you're cooking and you hit the rim with your arm, usually you would get burnt. But if you have Cool Rim on it, you won't. It protects you.
Awesome. And Mama was just showing us her scar to prove that theory. Do you want to show us that? No, she says no. But I mean, that was like a perfect sales point right there. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is what happens when you don't use Cool Rim, right? So that's super cool. So you've got a prototype here. It's like made out of like a hard plastic, and then this here, this is the more one that's really close to what it's really going to be, right? And you're going to have a couple different sizes that fit the different sizes pots and pans. But what's super cool about this here product and about Madison, she won the contest, right?
Mhm.
So tell us about the contest.
Well, we basically just pitched our ideas to a group of investors and they gave us all money, but I won.
I like her perspective. That's pretty simple.
I won. How many contestants?
So this year's class is made up of 13 students. We had 12 of them that were asking for startup funding. We awarded $8,000 in one evening, and it was split up differently between the students. The investors decided how they were going to divvy the money up depending on the business product, the pitch, the plan, everything like that. I will tell you that everybody was blown away by Madison's preparedness and thinking, like, what she could do with this product.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens at our investor panel is there's always one student that is selected to move on to a national competition.
Yeah.
And that's what Madison was awarded, was our Saunders Scholar representation. So at the end of August, we're going to go to Rochester, New York,
Wow.
and we're competing against all the other representatives from across the country and kind of globe
Wow.
too. And there they have college scholarships, cash prizes, and other awards.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Super cool. You know, entrepreneurs are just, you guys are so awesome, and that's why I love this here program. I want to get my boys involved.
Yeah.
I think it's just, you know, anytime you can invest in yourself, I think it is just a tremendous thing, and take the risk and create a product and move forward with it. It's just an amazing thing. So props to you guys and the whole program. And what's really cool is, so the investors provided the award money.
So the investors are sponsors of the program,
Mhm.
and a good chunk of their sponsorship goes towards the fees that the startup funds for the students.
Super cool.
This program is run through the Chamber of Commerce, so
Okay.
it's a product of the Richland Area Chamber and Economic Development, which
Yeah.
kind of blends hand with what's going on.
Yeah.
And so the investors, for being a sponsor of the program at certain levels, they become a judge on the panel.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's kind of a very special position because there's only so many of them, and they literally get to determine how the money is split up. So where their
Wow.
money goes,
Mhm.
who do they want to
Wow.
support, which business feels like it could move on to do greater things, and it's pretty fun. And
Yeah.
I will tell you, there's many more ways than just getting kids involved too. We're always looking for guest speakers, for field trip hosts, for mentors, for other program instructors. So there's a whole bunch of ways that our community can get involved in this program.
So how do you join?
How do you join? So as a young person, if you are wanting to join, and we're actually in enrollment period right now, you just go to yeausa.org.
Okay.
YEAUSA.org. We'll post the link in the comments.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just head there, and there's an application process, and you just hit the Mansfield location, and that application is sent to me. It's really easy too. The application is giving me some basic information about you, the student, your family's information, so I can contact them.
Yep.
And then you have to answer a few short answer questions. And then on top of that, there is a tuition associated with the program. My number one thing for this program, though, is I want every kid who's interested in entrepreneurship to be in it.
Mhm.
So if the tuition is a problem for you, we do offer some scholarships for our students as well.
Gotcha.
How much is the tuition? Sorry.
Tuition is $345 for the entire program year. That
Oh,
gets you
that's not bad.
materials,
No,
access to.
Totally worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Small investment.
Exactly. Small investment, big return.
What an amazing
You could be the
program.
student going on to the national competition,
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well as
it's-
additional.
That's an experience that, as a young person, it's priceless.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And and it's an experience you can duplicate as you
Yeah.
grow. You know, you can say, well, I learned how to do that and make a product. You know, I'm going to make another one.
You have a
Or I'm-
background now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. You've got some experience in that.
And just some basic soft skills that you learn in this too. So.
Sure. Tell us about how long has it been here in Richland County?
This is our 5th program year.
Okay.
So we have now graduated. Well, on Tuesday we will have graduated our 5th class.
So 5 years. What are some of the most successful businesses or products?
I love this. Okay. So last year's class, we had a young man, Kamani Howell, and he created Duda's Desserts.
Okay.
If you guys need cupcakes, hunt him down. He has a Facebook page,
Okay.
Duda's Desserts.
Okay.
And he makes the most incredible cupcakes. He was in 6th grade last year, so he's just finishing up his 7th grade year. So
Wow.
he's very young, like Madison here. So he has done. Gosh, that business is just blown up. Then 2 years ago, we had, 3 years ago now, because it was our 2nd year. We had Drew Steensland. He was the youngest at the time student to ever come through our program, and he created a company called Motor Recycling. So if you're a motorcycle rider, if you know people, he actually purchases used parts, cleans them up, and sells them again on eBay. Very simple concept, but he's actually done phenomenal for himself.
So he just refurbishes
Yes.
old parts.
Yeah.
In the program, they have to set short and long-term goals. One of his long-term goals was to buy a vapor blaster. which I had to learn what that was.
Okay.
And he actually accomplished that within the first year. He had sold
Wow.
enough products to be able to buy his own vapor blaster.
He was dreaming huge,
Dreaming
dreaming fast.
huge.
He does. He has
Yes.
storage facilities now for all of his parts.
Whew.
He has done the Vintage Days motorcycle races out at Mid-Ohio Racetrack. He's done a lot.
Wow.
So you know what I think is really cool about the program is it's kind of like, you know, it's the community. You guys are all, we were talking about this, Blake, you all elevate each other, okay? I work out at home by myself in the basement. I can
Yeah.
only do so much. I'm
Yeah.
not very motivated sometimes.
Yeah.
But you go to the gym and there's 20 other people working out, and all of a sudden you're all working out and you're all getting better.
Yeah.
So that's the same way with you guys. You guys probably all push each other, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Are
That's
you
smart.
trying to do better than your friend in the next one? And pretty soon, man, we haven't played a video game in like a week. Do you play video games?
Not really.
Not really.
She's an inventor. She doesn't need video games.
That's awesome. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? We got anything else, Beggy? I think you about covered
We
everything.
covered the tuition cost. Where and when do you guys meet?
Oh, that's a great question. Next year might look a little different, just a heads up, depending on what's going on. But what it has traditionally been, we meet on Tuesdays from 4 to 7 p.m. at North Central State College.
Okay.
So every Tuesday from 4 to 7 p.m. they dedicate. Right now the students are dedicating their Tuesday evenings via Zoom.
Mhm.
We're getting a little creative
Yeah.
with the class, and they've adapted pretty well to that. So.
I see that, and that's not bad at all. Because I gotta say, I bust my wife out a little bit. She says, "No, we're not getting them into something else." You know, like
One night.
I already do all this,
Yeah.
but one night a week,
Yes.
yeah, 4 to 7
That's
Tuesday
not
nights.
too much.
And
to
No.
ask.
we run middle of October to about the end of April, beginning of May. We do take some time off for winter break and spring break in there as well.
Gotcha.
Okay, awesome. Well, any parting thoughts,
For Wise Madison, we've got something.
Madison? Madison, what are you gonna buy when you get your first big paycheck?
I'll probably just reinvest it so that I can grow them.
That's boring. Tell me
Oh,
something
no, I
that you're
love
gonna
that
that you're
answer.
gonna buy for yourself and just spoil yourself because you made an awesome invention. You just got a huge paycheck.
I would probably buy mini schnauzer stuff.
Mini Schnauzer stuff. Okay.
Gotta get the dog stuff, I
Gotta,
like
you
it.
gotta spoil the dog. Okay. Well, Justin, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Kim, Madison and Nikki, thank you very much. Thank you for coming on. And one more time, where can we find you online?
YEAUSA.org, or you can follow us at YEA Richland on Facebook.
Awesome. Hey guys, work hard, never give up,
And
and dream
dream
huge. We'll see you next time.